Hi, I'm Mickey O'Brien. We have Jennifer Huey here.
Hi.
We're going to talk about Storm FC Sizzler 5-a-side tournament. There are some team name changes on your assignments, but you'll get a final copy tomorrow or later tonight in an email. It is going to be hot. Make sure you hydrate, bring sunscreen, bring plenty of water, and if you have some shade, bring it. All right, here's Jennifer going to talk to you about the rules, which you have had a copy in an email previous to this.
All right. Thanks, Mickey. All right, so as Mickey said, he sent you a copy of the rules, but I'm going to go through now and highlight some of the ones that are most important that you need to pay attention to. First off, on the general rules, each match consists of 2 equal 15-minute periods with a 5-minute halftime. Players must wear matching jerseys with numbers, including the goalkeeper. So as you're checking in players, make sure that their jersey numbers are what is on the roster, even the goalkeeper. The ball cannot be played above the head of the tallest player on the field. All start and restart kicks are the one-step rule. If you have questions about the one-step rule, see me or Mickey before your match and we'll happily go over that with you. All free kicks or restart kicks are direct. Now, on the field, you'll find that there is a center spot, and the spot or the cross will mark where the kickoffs will be taken. The spot will be surrounded by a circle with a 3-yard radius. A halfway line will be marked across the playing area. So that's how you'll know where the center spot is. Now, for the penalty spot, that will be at the top of the center of the goal arc. So make sure you're familiar with your field markings once you arrive at Cedar Hill Complex. They are using 2 fields, and it's split for 4 individual fields on each of those fields, so make sure you're familiar with it. Some information about the game balls. All U6 and U7s will use appropriate age balls. Anything that's a 5A side ball equivalent to a size 3. Match ball will be provided by the tournament for the matches, and it must be used. There are no exceptions. The balls are provided by the tournament, and we must use those. Now, for the number of players on the field, you're allowed 1 goalkeeper plus 2 outfield players to start the game. So that's a minimum of 3. Let's see. All co-ed teams must consist of a minimum of 2 female players in the field of play. No more than 2 males in the field of play, excluding the goalkeeper. Now, when you get ready for substitutions, you need to know that they're unlimited rolling substitutions, which are always made at the halfway line. Players must wait until they are all the way off before on. Kind of think of it like the indoor rule, how they've got to be off before they're on. Now, if the goalkeeper is substituted, the referee must be informed of the change, and it's at a stoppage of play. In the home team, pennies must be worn of contrasting colors if they don't have an alternate jersey, because the home team is responsible for changing jerseys if there is a conflict. There can be no taped or no handwritten numbers allowed on the jersey, so they must be permanently affixed, not handwritten. All right, every player will be required to wear shin guards. No jewelry is allowed, so we are enforcing that law. Also, hair control devices with hard parts are not allowed, so keep your eye out for that. When you see little girls with the braids in their hair, so they've got the beads dangling, that is not allowed. All right, so for the matches, I mentioned earlier that they are 15 minutes per half with a 5-minute halftime, and you'll play that with a running clock. The only exception to that is if there is an injury on the field that requires medical attention. Then you can add some time for that injury, but otherwise there are no additions for time. All right, so the preliminaries. When you have your games, you don't even have to worry about a coin toss, because guess what? The home team's going to kick off to start the match, and the visiting team will kick off to start the second period. So there's no need for a coin flip. All right, so the kickoff. The kickoff is a way of starting or restarting play, and again, it is the one-step rule. And Mickey and I are happy to go over that with you if you need help with that. When you do a kickoff, it's at the start of the match, after a goal has been scored, at the start of the second half of the match. A goal may be scored directly from the kickoff, so that's something you need to keep your eye out for. The ball may be played forward or backwards, so keep that in mind as well. So opponents of the team taking the kick must be at least 3 yards from the ball until it is in play. And And of course, the ball is in play when it is kicked and moves. Now, only one step can be taken prior to the ball being struck. For kickoffs and all restarts and for penalty kicks, it is the one-step rule. And again, the ball may be played forwards or backwards. All right, now for throw-ins, or roll-in, I should say. When the ball leaves the playing area over the sidelines, it must be re-entered into play via an underarm bowling action and a maximum of one step. The ball must not be thrown above knee height and must touch another player in order to score. The goalkeeper cannot roll the ball beyond midfield mark without touching another player. Players have 6 seconds to roll the ball and make it go into play. Lots of things we have to keep our eyes out for. All right, so for high balls, if the ball is kicked and it goes above the height of the tallest player on the field, play is stopped and then restarted from the point the player kicked the ball. The 6-second rule still applies. Now, if a player kicks the ball higher than the tallest player and no other players come in contact with the ball, then play is stopped and started from the original point of the kick. If the ball goes high off the goalkeeper defending a shot by an opposing team and remains in the field of play, then play continues. If the goalkeeper kicks the ball out of the goal area and the ball goes above the tallest player without touching any other player, then a direct free kick will be awarded to the opposing team on the goal arc where the ball left the arc. The goalkeeper can take up position as close to the arc line in a penalty kick, free kick situations. The 6-second rule applies to all restarts that I've mentioned above. All right, make sure that you read about corners because that's another area that you'll need to make sure you understand the rules. Now let's talk a little bit about cards. If you have to issue a yellow card, please note that the player must leave the field of play. Similar to high school, how when you card someone, they've got to leave. Same here. All right. Now for substitutions, all defending players must be 3 yards away from where the free kick, throw-in, or goalkeeper's throw-out is taking place until the ball is back in play. Restart will be a one-step kick or the one-step roll rule. All right, some interesting things about the keeper, and I highly recommend that you really pull the rules up and read in great detail about the goalkeeper's position. The goalkeeper can pick up the ball from a direct pass back, and the ball must be rolled or passed to a player other than the player that played it back to the keeper. So that is very different than what we're used to. So make sure you read through the goalkeeper section of these rules and make sure you understand. The goal area. Both defending and attacking players are prohibited from entering the goal area. If an attacking player enters the goal area, a free kick is awarded to the defending team. If a defending player enters the goal area, a penalty kick is awarded to the attacking team. All right, those are the highlights of the rules. Now, what do you do after the game is over? Well, you're going to have your score sheets, you're going to have a roster from each team, and you're going to write the score on both and hand them back to the teams, and they will turn them into the main area, and then the tournament will update the scores at that point. Okay, those are the big highlights. Again, I cannot stress to you enough the importance of going through and reading all of these. This is very different than what we're all used to, so make sure you understand the rules. As Mickey mentioned, I can't stress to you enough, bring your sunscreen, bring lots of water, bring shade. It is going to be hot and humid. There's a chance of rain, and it's just going to be sticky and humid, so make sure you're ready for that. Even though these are 30-minute games with 15-minute halves, you're still going to get tired. So just make sure you're prepared and ready to go. On a final note, remember, it's really important that you check in with Mickey or I 30 minutes prior to your game time, and you know our number, so please text us and let us know you're here, and just communicate with us if you're running late or if something's going on and you're not able to make your games on time. Just let us know. Communication is key. All right, that's all we've got. Looking forward to working with you this weekend, and we'll see you then. Thanks. Bye.